Hi, this is Seema Josen here, and I'm trying to do a beautiful card for Halloween. So I've taken out my outline with crayons. I've got these beautiful crayons from a New York store, and very beautiful crayons. I've done the outline. New colors, they're Russian, and I'm going to try to find out how they look once I use them. These are semi-moist, and it says rich transparent colors, full pans. They are called Yarka, and they're from Russian, and I got that from a New York store. And these are some crayons I also picked up there. So let's see how they work. This was roughly $12, the Russian watercolor pan, and this was $6. I got it at 30% discount, so I couldn't resist buying it. I am mixing my colors. I have used a little brown, a little black, and I am dropping in the colors after I have wet that portion. So basically, my technique is wet on wet. I'm just dropping in these colors. And one thing I must say about these colors is they behave like gouache. The painting will come out very opaque, translucent, and sometimes I get the feeling that I have done a gouache painting. Sometimes I feel that the effect is like an oil painting, because the shine or after the painting is complete is tremendous. And I didn't need to varnish. I always varnish my paintings afterwards. I didn't need to do that for this. So I found these paints extremely different from the usual watercolors I use because of this very thing. I tend to blow the paint across. I drop in the colors, and whenever I do maple leaves, I blow the colors either through a straw, or I just blow onto the page and it takes its own path, and I get these beautiful color mixes. They make me happy. Just pulling out the veins. Now I am trying to put in the outline in darker hues, blacks, browns. I have mixed up, and I have just pulled out the zigzag shape of the leaves. On and off I blow into the page and spread my colors around. I'm making the water and the paints flow in their own direction. I'm now starting my pumpkins. I have used my watercolor pencils to do the outline of the pencils. And again, I have opened these Russian paints, and I'm dropping in again. This is wet on wet. First I dropped in the yellow, then I dropped in the oranges. I've left a little line of white. The white of the paper is going to predominantly be my white. I am not going to put in any white. I'm just using the white of the paper to separate out the pumpkin lines. And as soon as they dries up a bit, I put in my dark hues. I mix up my orange, red, and a little bit of black to get this dark shade. Drop in a stem, and a darker pumpkin, small pumpkin behind the big pumpkin. I just used blacks, whites, grays for this, and created a shadow area down to show that the pumpkin is resting on something. Starting the leaves now with my greens. If I want to make my green a little darker, I'll just mix it with a little bit of black or brown. Again, the pumpkin hues of the pumpkin are like a water, like an oil color, and sometimes it does remind me of gouache paints because they're very opaque. I'm just writing Happy Halloween with my pencils and wetting it with water. Hope you like this. Happy Halloween.